Naples, Sarasota, the Villages. Those are all places that folks that are thinking of retiring have high on their radar. I'm Sally Daley from the Daily Group at Douglas Elliman, and today we're going to talk about a place that you may not have considered, but stick with me. Before I tell you what should be on your radar, I'm going to go through the calculus that I go through for all of my clients. I've been dealing with high net worth luxury clients for 24 years. The more important question is a 30,000 foot view of what communities are worthy of your consideration. Well, Sally, how the heck do you figure that out? There's so many. If you want to be in Florida, how do you figure it out? A couple of easy ways to whittle the list down. One, how important is it to evade old man winter? It was for us. It may not be for you. If evading winter is high on your list and you only want to shovel sand out on the beach and no more snow, and you don't want cold weather, you need to be from Vero Beach to the south and roughly wherever that is on the West Coast. Everything else is above the tropic line, and it's gonna feel more like Georgia than Florida. You may love that and say, I want a change of seasons. Bring it on, consider Jacksonville, Gainesville, all of it. Number two, how do you like to live? Are you a leave me alone, I want a small town vibe? Are you an urban person that says, I love the idea of the energy that a city will give me? Orlando, Tampa, Miami might be worthy of your consideration. If not, you want a smaller town feeling. There are more options than there are urban, frankly, and the question is, how do you figure that out? So what is important to you? How do you like to live? And if your idea of small, stay out of my hair, I want some charm, I want some intrinsic value in a sense of what is instead of strip malls, I would say, I've got a surprise for you, and stay tuned because I'm going to suggest a city and a municipality that I think is worthy of your consideration. So why do I go on and on about zoning? It matters. If you leave your community and you're immediately confronted with 6-lane highways, that's kind of a disincentive, if you will, to leave your community. So what I don't want for you, unless you're a homebody and you never want to go anywhere, most people want to be engaged with their community when they want to be. So it's super important to understand if you want a sense of connection to your community and you don't want to feel isolated up by I-75 or wherever you are, the zoning matters because it's going to affect the friction from getting from A to B, whether that's the beach, the theater, the golf course, however you want to spend your time. That's the first thing. Secondarily, a lot of clients will say, Sally, I need a 55 plus community. I'm going to say, okay, let's say you just said that to me. My answer to you is, help me understand why. And if the answer is, we want a lot of action, we want a full-time community director, we want connection to maybe healthcare services as we age in place, I'm gonna say to you, after 24 years here, 99% of the folks that start with that say it because they don't know that there's an option otherwise. What do I mean by that? If you said to me, we are done with the lawnmower, we want to ditch it, we don't want to take care of our yard, we would like a little pool, maybe a community center for fitness, whatever your reason is, my answer to you, at least when you're talking about my community of Vero Beach, Florida, you can get all that in a community that doesn't have that designation. So why would I say that to you? A, number one, the designation itself. Two, there are plenty of communities that are the modern day alternative to condominiums. You can call them villas, zero lot line communities, whatever you want to call them. They offer the best of both worlds. This is probably what you're looking for. So that is something I would say to you. Think about why you think you might want or need a 55 plus. And the question is there an alternative that gives you the benefits of what you're seeking in a 55 plus? The land is going to skew towards a smaller footprint, a 3.2 or a 3.3. It's not going to have big lots that are going to appeal to families with young kids, etc. Ditch the lawnmower, All you're doing is taking care of your schedule for how you want to spend your day in paradise, AKA Vero Beach, Florida. So let's say you say, okay, I'm cool with that. How do I then decide where I want to be? The next kind of lens I want you to think about are 3 really important relationships that I want you to think long and hard about to use as a guide when you're looking at a community, whether it's Vero Beach or Timbuktu. 3 relationships, 3 things that I want you to think about when looking at any place, Vero Beach or any place else, as to whether or not it will work for you for retirement. Physicians, finance, family. Let's go down those one at a time. Physicians. It matters. At a certain age, we all have doctors that we know, like, and trust. And do you want to be able to maintain relationships with them? If that's the case and you're moving, you need to make sure you're reasonably close to transportation when you have those important doctor's appointments. And if those relationships are transportable and you're willing to consider establishing new relationships, what's the healthcare like in the places you're considering? In Vero Beach, for example, we have the Cleveland Clinic, which is very well regarded, and just to the north of us, Orlando Health just purchased the Sebastian Hospital. We've got beautiful concierge doctors. We've got private services all over the place, as well as beautiful hospice and VNA services. So that's healthcare. It's important. If you have a very unusual circumstance or condition that has specialty care, this is extra important, and it's important for you to do your due diligence and suss it out. Family. This is a very big driver. We all only have so much time on this earth, and we love who we love, and our relationships to our family and friends, deeply important. What you want is to make sure that if those relationships are important to you, you are living in a place that may be a magnetic attraction. Oh my gosh, look how great Vero Beach is, or wherever, I want to come visit you. And is it easy for them to do so? Again, back to the transportation issue. Is it easy to get to where they are for you? If they're up and down the Eastern Seaboard or Pittsburgh, they can get right to our Vero Beach Airport, easy peasy, 10 minutes, you go pick them up, they come home. We're an hour from Orlando, hour from Palm Beach. No matter where you're looking, think about that transportation and what does that look like. So that's family, finance. So what will your dollar buy, and what is your comfort level for funding whatever time you have left on this earth for you and your loved ones when you're not around, to have the quality of life and so they don't have any financial worries? Well, that's one reason why Vero Beach is so popular, frankly, because we're about 40% more affordable than other great places like Jupiter, Juneau, Palm Beach, West Palm, Boca Raton, Delray, Miami, Naples. Almost everywhere we're 40% more affordable. So that really makes a material difference. That means your money will last longer. You're not going to have to spend as much to get the kind of housing product that you want, and it makes a difference. Make sure you understand the cost of your utilities, the cost of insurance, all of it. Cost of your HOA dues. Take a look. Our contracts give you the right to look for 3 days on your HOA documents. Make sure, are those rates been relatively stable, or do they not have any reserves and the dues keep going up 25%? If you're on a fixed income, it matters. So finances, physician, family are all things that really should come into play when you're thinking about where you might choose to retire. So those are kinds of the lenses of what to look for and whether or not Vero might be right. But what's there actually to do here? What I would say is, and this is what I tell all of my clients, pick your passion. Yes, Vero Beach has a physicality to it, as does most of Florida. Golf, paddleboarding, fishing, treasure hunting, walking, biking, it's all here because it's low density, it's easy to get to. There's a sidewalk on the whole 28-mile island. There's lots of free public parks. The beaches are free. The river accesses are free. That's physical. Well, what if that's not your jam, or if that's not the only side of your personality that you want to feed? What I would say is pick your passion, whether it's literary arts, whether it's visual and performing arts. We've got art societies. We've got galleries that welcome newcomers. You name it, we've got it in terms of visual and performing arts. We've got jazz societies. We've got choral societies. We've got 2 symphonies. If you're a listener, not a participant, people, believe me, you don't want to hear me sing, but I love to listen to it. It's surprising how strong the cultural landscape is. We've got a beautiful art museum. Shout out to the Museum of Art. They're going through a beautiful expansion and going to be making a great facility even more beautiful. They have good extended community education through FAU. You can be a docent there and jump in and do that, or if you just want to be a participant and go to their classes. So whether you want to be an active participant, donating your time and learning your craft and finding like-minded people, or you want to go as an observer and a participant, it's here. There's car guys, there are motorcycle guys, lots of, you get what I'm saying. There is a driver for everybody. And if you tell me what gets your juices going, I can connect you with like-minded people. And that's how you fashion a life. But you need to make sure the fundamentals are here to support your choices and that the drivers of what's important in your life, finances, family, physicians, all make sense. Then it's, where's my community gonna be? What I don't want you to do is find a house and go crazy for the house and not look at the context of the community and the lay of the land where it is. It's super important. And if it's not Vero, I have plenty of well-regarded, well-trusted colleagues literally all over the globe that are an extension of my service and my advisory that I could connect you with. No discussion of retirement and moving would be complete, and I'd be remiss not to discuss real life stuff: cost of living, weather, tornadoes, insurance. The good news is everybody now realizes they need storm shutters for 2 reasons. 1, the palm fronds that become a missile in the event of high-speed winds. 2, interrupts horizontal rain. Rain is not your friend. And when it goes what they call horizontal, around 50 miles per hour, it'll find any ingress. So do not rely upon only impact glass. Please hear me loud and clear. Impact glass is impact resistant, not leak proof. So insurance, is it affordable? It's more affordable than it used to be, but like everything, there's been some inflation. As the value of houses has gone up, so too has the cost to insure said house. It depends on a couple of things. The biggest influence is going to be the age of your roof. Is it younger than 15 years? If it is, you're probably going to be able to bind insurance. You need to know what that number is. Utilities, well, it's Florida. We use our air conditioning a lot. So how hot is it, Sally? What are we really talking? I came from Connecticut, up and down the eastern seaboard, humidity, DC in the summertime, we all know it's steamy. It's really the same heat and humidity. What's the difference? The difference is it starts earlier, like by May 1, you notice it, and it lasts longer. By the end of September, you're getting pretty tired of it. Hurricanes. We have hurricanes. Everybody has something. At least with a hurricane, the only good thing I can say about a hurricane is this quadrant of the East Coast, and I even hesitate to say it out loud, historically hasn't had as many hurricanes as, say, the Key West area and the West Coast. So you can evacuate and get out of harm's way, and then you come back and look at, you want to protect your windows and your glass? Get storm shutters. Everybody has them. It's a peace of mind thing. The roofs are designed to withstand, and as are the glass, designed to withstand wind shear. So protect your windows. Make sure your roof is newer. And if you're nervous, leave town. Go wherever. But just know, don't be obsessed with the cone of certainty, because it can change at the 11th hour, and you know, who really knows. In general, it's the barrier island that's at risk. And if that makes you insane, don't forget we have low density. We don't have a lot of traffic. Live on the mainland. So many people live on the mainland and are happy to drive 5 or 10 minutes to get to the beach, and they feel materially less nervous during storm season. So it's a function of how you like to live. Understand the cost of insurance, the age of your roof, and what your utilities are. So when you find the right place, I don't want the cost of ownership to be an unhappy surprise. Do all that due diligence before you buy. So in a nutshell, that's the checklist I want you to go through no matter where you contemplate living, whether it's Vero Beach or Timbuktu. I'm Sally Daley. I'm with the Daley Group at Douglas Elliman. If you want to chat further, text, DM me, or write to me at hello@thedaileygroup.com. I hope you found this helpful. Until next time, take care.